Hey guys, what is up? It is Danlags, and welcome back to episode 222 of Constructing Los Dangeles. How's everybody doing? We are back in the city today, or are we? Or it seems like we're in the wilderness or something like that. Nope, we are in the city. I was just hiding out in the trees and the canopy, but welcome back guys to Constructing Los Angeles. We're going to continue to make some progress today, and today I'm looking to get some of the dirty work done. So that's right guys, when you're building a city, sometimes you got to grind it out and do some stuff that isn't necessarily the most interesting thing in the world. But today I am going to be doing some dirty work, and that is going to be the grind known as the roofs of skyscrapers. So last episode I worked on the skyscraper roof over here, and I think this one turned out pretty good. And the thing about adding stuff like this, like these units on the roof of the skyscrapers, is it really adds a lot of detail to these things and makes them look good. I honestly feel like the Tinsel Tower here really changed when I added the roof to it, and so it wasn't just like a flat normal roof. So that's what I'm going to be doing today guys, just kind of working on that on a couple of different roofs. I plan on pretty much adding stuff to all the roofs that you see that are flat around the city. So both of these two right here, try to add some stuff to that. A lot of them are already finished, so like that one's done, that one's done, this one's done, that one's fine. Obviously this one's good. And also over here, I forgot to mention, in between episodes, I actually decided to add this little dome here on the top of this building. So not like a full-blown thing on the top like we have on some of the other areas, but I thought I'd add just kind of like a little sandstone dome on the top. I think it looks pretty good from like a couple of different angles, so that's pretty cool. And then I'll also do some stuff on the top of the nether bank, and then finally on top of this building, and then probably the McDonald's building as well. In fact, there's a helipad on the top of the McDonald's building. I'm not really sure why this is here. I don't even remember building this, to be honest. I don't know when I did it, but we'll probably get rid of that because that's really not, I don't know why we need a helipad up here. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started over here with the couple of buildings, these two Taylor Swiftness towers, or whatever we're calling these things. I'm not even sure what buildings these are. I'm pretty sure these are the Taylor Swiftness skyscrapers, the factory or whatever. Not the factory, just like the building for it. Yeah, Taylor Swiftness potions. So it's a pretty nice little building here. We got to figure out what we got to do in the interior. These buildings are just kind of tucked away in the corner. I always forget about them. So this is probably going to be office buildings, I guess. That's pretty much the theme of them. So they are pretty nice looking buildings. So I should probably do something with them. Anyway, so let's get started with the roof. So I'm going to be doing something pretty similar on most of the designs. So I'm going to be kind of just adding stuff on the roof that you'd find on roofs. So basically, let's see. I'm going to grab some iron. Let's grab some chiseled quartz blocks. We need those. We could use some iron trapdoors. We could use some stone brick stairs, and we could also use some cobblestone walls and some redstone torches. So we'll grab both of those. And then I guess anvils would be like the last thing that I would use, and that's going to be like the basic 9 blocks that I'm going to use to create basically that. And I'm going to be doing that on most of these buildings in kind of different formats. So for this first building here, let's just kind of figure out what we want to do. I'm going to come in like 3 blocks in from right here and right here, and then we'll kind of just connect this across. So nice little space. Same thing on this side. So we got 1, 2, 3 bringing this in like that, and then same thing goes on this side. So welcome back to CLD guys. How's everybody doing? Just grinding it out, still working on this thing. I have a couple of things I would like to work on as well if we can get done this skyscraper part. I would like to start naming some of the roads in the city. I think that would be something that we could at least start brainstorming this episode. I think that would be something interesting to do because I feel like this city needs a little bit more character and theme added to it. Whenever I think about Danville, my old town on the Super Flat World way back in the day, I always think about all the cool names that I gave to my roads, like stuff that I was interested in, and just whatever I really came up on the top of my head, I guess, is what I named stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So speaking of Danville, I actually think I might name some of the streets in Los Angeles after classic Danville roads. I really think I am going to do that. If you guys remember, I don't know how many of you guys remember Danville. I know it's been a long time, but all you old-time subscribers, you guys probably know. Danville had some pretty, funny names on some of the roads. Some of the stuff that I was interested in. Like I named it after some of my favorite sports teams and favorite players and things like that. And other stuff that I like other games and things like that. So I'll probably be doing something relatively similar on Los Angeles just to kind of keep that theme. I'll most likely name obviously I'll have a main street in the city. So I'm definitely going to name one of the roads Minecraft Avenue. Probably the longest one because that was kind of the theme in Danville. In Danville, we had a road called Minecraft Avenue that I started off. It was like the first road I built in the city. And that particular road was the longest road in the world. It went all the way across from one side to the other, and it covered a lot of stuff. So I'll be doing the same thing in Los Angeles, sticking to my roots, because I think that's going to be very, very valuable in this particular circumstance. So what I'm doing right now is just trying to add this stuff up here. And what I'm thinking, now that I'm actually looking at this again, I'm probably only going to do one of these because I'm going to do the exact same design over there. So we'll just do one now, and I'll do the other one off camera. So I'm not doing the same thing twice in one video. That would be lame. So let's see here. I'm going to place that there, and then I'm going to go ahead and place some rails. Trying to think of anything else I could add up here. I guess I could do some more cobblestone connections. So I could have that go across right here. That could actually be a really interesting name for a business in Los Angeles. Cobblestone Connections. I'm trying to think of like what that could be. Like that just sounds very business-like. Cobblestone Connections. I'll have to think about it a little bit more because that sounds interesting. So we'll see what happens. But let me just go ahead and break this stuff. I'm sorry. I apologize for the frame rate lag or anything like that. When you're way up here and like high up above stuff on Xbox Minecraft on 360 at least, it just lags a lot. So I apologize if it's lagging a little bit. Nothing I can really do about it other than just try to finish this world and get it onto Xbox One. It's pretty much the only plan. So I think I'll go with that. That looks pretty good. I'm probably just going to add a few more, what are these things called? Daylight sensors. I'm going to add a few more of those things. Solar panels, really, is what they should be called. Okay, let's see. I'm going to place 3 right there. I was always a big fan of that when 4J Studios. I think these things were originally different looking. And then 4J Studios kind of changed them and made them look a little more like solar panels. That was a really great feature that they added. So, because everybody, I think they realized that everybody uses these things as solar panels. So they actually made them look like it, which is awesome. So that's pretty good for like that particular roof of that skyscraper. And just like that, you know, having that become not a flat roof anymore immediately changes it and adds more detail to it. So that gets a thumbs up from me. So let's go ahead and move on to another building. Obviously, I'll do this one later with the exact same design. And then I guess the next one we can do is, I guess we could do the Nether Bank. That would be another one we could work on today. Because the Nether Bank is one of my favorite buildings in the city, and I would like to get some stuff done on it. So, real quick though, before we get to this, I would like to actually start to think about naming some of these roads, because that's something I'm interested in doing. I want to do that right now. So, we already have the road signs, so we can actually figure this out right now. So, let me just try to find, actually, let me grab a map for this. That'll be the easiest way to do this. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to name the longest road in the city Minecraft Avenue. And I'm not talking about the highway, because the highway is obviously the longest road, but the highway is already called, I think it's called LD6 Interstate or something like that. I got to go take a look here. I think I do have it named already, so let me just fly over here real quick and get an idea of what's going on. I'll fly right through the tunnel here. This is a nice tunnel. I always like this tunnel. All right, so let me take a look here. I think it's named on one of these signs right here. Okay. Yeah, LD6 exit 1. So this highway is called LD6, which is cool. So we have the billboards up over here. I forgot about these. We did these a couple of episodes back. Those are pretty cool. So we have the highway LD6. Okay, that's cool. So most likely, you know, this will be called like Desert Road or something like that. I don't know what we'll call this. We'll figure something out for it though. And then let's go back over here and start to name some of the roads in the city. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start off with the longest road. Just looking at the map, I think the longest road is right here, this one. Obviously starts from the hospital, and this actually runs straight down through past the stadium, I believe. So this road right here, including the bridge, and goes past the police station, the fire station, and the car dealership. This road right here is going to be Minecraft Avenue, okay? So that's going to be directly named after Danville. The first intersection, this is bringing back some nostalgia moments for me. The first intersection I ever did on Danville, because I started off that world doing roads. First intersection I ever did was the corner of Main Street and Minecraft Avenue. So I'm going to do the same thing here, Main Street and Minecraft Avenue, just kind of bring back the old feels. So right here is Minecraft Avenue, so let's go ahead and I'm going to write these signs in real quick. Alright guys, so I wrote in the signs, Minecraft Avenue right here on both sides. Nostalgia! That's awesome. So I remember in Danville, I originally made this first intersection on the world, and then I kind of just expanded it out from there, and then Minecraft Avenue ended up becoming the biggest road in the world. So it's pretty cool to kind of have the same kind of idea here in Los Angeles, going way back to the roots. And these are actually some really nice traffic lights here. That's actually like a really solid design. I don't really remember doing that, but that's a pretty solid design. I should probably do that throughout the whole city. That's actually inspiration right there for you people, for the city's making. All right, so yeah, we'll just do one of those now. I think this road here that goes down, this is the Ocean Road. So I don't think I'm gonna make this Main Street. That probably wouldn't make sense. I'll probably just name this like Ocean Road or something like that, or like you know, Beach Street or something. Whatever. I'll probably look that up, because I guess Ocean Ave would work as well. So because it's right along the beach, so that would probably make a little bit of sense. So we'll do that, and I'll come up with more road ideas later on. So I'm going to be naming them like basically after stuff in the city, so it's going to be pretty cool. So anyway, let's go ahead and get back to the dirty work, like I said at the beginning, and let's do a little bit more grinding here on the roof. So I'm going to do this one and then hopefully this one for the remainder of this episode. So I'm going to start off by getting rid of this helipad. We probably need to add some helipads on some of these buildings at some point. You know, it would probably be wise for me to add one on the Eclipse Tower, actually. But I don't even think there is one on the one in GTA, so I don't really need to do that. But one of these skyscrapers, I should probably add a helipad because it's, you know, an apartment and fancy people live on the penthouse. So I'm trying to think, maybe like this one over here where there's actually like a distinct penthouse. I think I'll probably add a helipad on that one, the one above the Los Angeles Customs, or Los Angeles Customs here. This is not Los Angeles, this is Los Angeles. And I'm trying to think. What are the other apartment buildings here in Los Angeles that I could potentially add helipads onto? So that right there is an apartment building, but we already have the dome. This right here is going to be offices, so no. I guess we could do it on this one. This actually could be a really good candidate for a helipad because this is, in my opinion, one of the nicer looking apartment buildings in the city. So, and then I need to work on eventually. So that's one that's definitely a candidate for a helipad. So we'll think about it later on. But let's go ahead and do something here with the McDonald's building. So as far as I keep talking about this on multiple episodes, but as far as the Dangeles logo here on the top of the building, I think I'm just going to leave it because it's been here for so long. And it's kind of just, at this point, it's kind of just like a staple of the city. So I'll just leave it, even though it's like really, I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be like some sort of like billboard or advertisement or something like that. But I don't know why I ever added that in the first place, but it works great. So I'll leave it. All right, so let's see. It kind of actually reminds me of like the Stark Tower thing. Like it's kind of got that same kind of wavy font. So I think that font looks pretty damn good for Minecraft. So let's get started here. Let's not waste too much time. So let me grab all the blocks that I need again. Let's see. We got some daylight sensors and some... let's get some quartz slabs, and we'll just grab all that other stuff. So, guys, I'm trying to make some progress working towards some of like the bigger projects because I've been working on like small things for like the last few episodes, and I would like to start working on something bigger stuff. So, once I kind of get like some of my plans finalized, which I'm working on, hopefully I'll try to get some of that stuff done pretty soon, and I can start working on some brand new stuff because right now I'm working on kind of small things, which is important. But I would like to work on some bigger projects here in the city. So I'm talking about like the area above the beach. I'm also talking about the area behind the stadium. So stuff like that, you know, once I finalize my plans for that stuff, I'm going to start working on that for on video. Because I think it's time that I start to work on some things that are a little bit more important than some of the small stuff. Even though everything's important, but I would like to work on some bigger projects because I think it'll be a little bit more fun. So I'll be working on that pretty soon. So I made these things 3.5 blocks tall, added some slabs, a couple extra blocks. So I think that's going to be a good height for this. It's similar to the Tinsel Tower, so hopefully that will look pretty nice. Now we just got to add stuff around it so it looks a little bit better. Because right now they just look like big squares in the roof, which is no good. So let's add some stuff around it. What I'm probably going to do is do some chiseled quartz on both sides like this. So we'll go like that and like that. And same thing goes on both sides. And this is just going to be a little connection thing. So I'll add this. I'll put some rails on that and just kind of make it look like some sort of air conditioning unit or something like that. You know what I actually need to turn an episode into? I need to make a themed episode where I work on some fire escapes. Because I'm going to, like, basically I built all these alleyways in here. I tried to put enough space in between all these buildings that I could add staircases on the side of them. So it would be like a good fire escape. So on the back of this McDonald's building, I think there's definitely a place where I could add something like that. Same thing goes for some of these other buildings. So it's a pretty important feature that I need to add. Make sure that that is put in because, you know, you want to be able to escape if there is a fire. So that would be important. All right. I'm going to add some more of these daylight sensors. We'll have these wrap around. It's interesting if you click these things, they kind of reverse. Or invert, I guess is the proper word for it. And they turn purple, so I guess I could make a couple of these things purple. I do like the way they look as blue, but purple looks good as well, so we'll see. We'll see what happens, but I'm going to go ahead and just kind of start off with just like a little perimeter like that. And then I am going to basically just kind of create this thing. Unfortunately, I can't place these on the sides without crouching. Actually, hold on a second. I can just crouch and place these on the side. I don't even need the blocks underneath, so I was like, wait a minute. What am I doing? Alright, so we'll just do the crouching way easier. Okay, same thing on this side. And we'll go from there. So I don't know if we're going to have enough time to get to the nether bank today, but at least we'll get this one done. So we'll have 2 down and just a couple more to finish. The skyscraper roofs are pretty easy to build. They only take a few minutes. All right, so now what do we have to do? I'm probably going to take some connections here with some cobblestone walls, because kind of just connect things across like that. What else can I add? So we have stuff over here. Basically stuff like this is what I want to add. So let me go ahead and create something off to the side. So let's say we do something like that. Let's see, we got a 1, 2, 3 here. We got 4 here, so let me take that across. Fill this in, and then we can have actually some iron blocks on the side. So we'll do something like that. And I think I'm gonna grab some anvils so I can place some stuff. Probably put an anvil right here, and then I'm gonna crouch and place a cobblestone wall on top of that. Have this go up. Place that there. Place some rails on these. Some rails on those, and I think that looks pretty good. So we'll do something like that. And then I could probably just kind of connect this to here. Same thing on the other side. Just kind of connect that, just so it's lined up. And I think that's a pretty simple roof design that I can do for that. I could probably use that space a little bit better. In fact, I could probably add some more daylight sensors here. Actually, we have plenty of them. We don't need to add any more. Let me just take a look at this from a distance here. I think that was one of the buildings that definitely needed some roof design. So let's take a look at this. And that already looks a little bit better, just adding some stuff to it. So skyscraper roofs, you know, it's not the most interesting thing in the world to build, but you know, it's important. You got to be able to do it. You got to be able to add it. So it adds more detail to the city. So I think the city already looks a lot more detailed, even with just a couple of skyscrapers. As you can see, just kind of looking them off in the distance on the skyline, it already looks a lot more detailed. So that's always good. And you don't even really think about those because you never really see skyscrapers from above them when you're walking around in real life. So you never really even think about what the roofs look like. So it's important to add that stuff for detail in Minecraft, because the thing about Minecraft is you got to add detail to every little inch of the city for it to be good. So I guess that's pretty much it for today's episode, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. Figured out some names for the streets. Did a little bit of the grind work. Got some skyscraper roofs done. I'm probably going to do the rest of those off camera. And then next episode, we will build something else. So thank you guys very much for watching. It has been Dangeles. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm just going to go ahead and take one last look here at the Eclipse Tower before the video is over. This is still, you know, pretty crazy how tall this thing is. The fact that we built this thing on Minecraft. So that thing is really tall. I always forget how insanely tall it is. So the city is coming along pretty good. You know, I always got to try to remember to, you know, reflect on how much stuff I've built in the last 2 years or so. So, well, actually, it's been 2 years and like 2 months now, but we've gotten a lot of stuff done, and we're not done yet. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll come back to you guys for 223 in a couple of days. We'll try to answer a question of the day that I didn't get a chance to get to one today. If you guys want to leave your question of the day comments in the comment section below, or send them to me on Twitter, that would be fantastic. Give the video a like if you did enjoy it, and I will see you guys on episode 223. Peace out.